Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whichever part of the world you're from. This is Kavita Ramchan from Life Success Coaching in Mauritius. Okay, I'm going to continue reading the book You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, my mentor. And this information has changed, not changed, has transformed my life. And I know it can transform your life if you understand it. Okay, so last time we were talking about, we are still on the topic of the image maker, means you think in images and you can think into the results you want to create in your world. It's as simple as that. And everyone has that power to think. There's nobody who doesn't have the power to think. The only difference is, are you thinking about what you want to create, or are you letting the creation of the world, which we all call an illusion? We say reality is an illusion, but we don't understand it. How is it an illusion? I can see everything. It is an illusion because it were your previous thoughts and feelings that caused it to happen. And you would say like, oh, no way, I would create something like that bad or whatever. Suppose it's bad. Too bad. The laws are very precise. The laws of the universe are very precise. And I'm not saying this to hurt you or anything. I'm saying this because I was like you. I used to say, no way I attracted this person, or no way I attracted my brother's death. That is like a big one, right? But I found out how. And what you discover, you cannot deny to yourself because it's a truth that there's one truth. All our minds work exactly in the same way. Either we will use it to create and co create with the ultimate power, or we will let our results, good, bad, dictate how we should think and how we should feel. Just reverse that and see your life change. It's so simple. Yet, because of its simplicity, a lot of people don't want to believe it. And they are here. Napoleon Hill spent almost his entire life studying 500 of the world's greatest achievers. And the essence of his exhaustive studies and writings is contained in his great book, Think and Grow Rich. This is the book that Bob Proctor read for from the time he started reading it until he passed away. He read this book. And he changed from somebody who was in debt for so many years to become a multimillionaire. I mean, if he can do it, and he was not even an educated person. In fact, I feel if we're too educated, that goes against us. Because real education was not meant to be so highly academic that the person is so pressured. Today, we can see the results in the world. We are all unique individuals with our unique gifts. We are all creative beings. Are we living that way? Are we asking children, what is your dream? What is your gift? What have you come to create in the world? No. We are telling children, do what I say, follow what I tell you. And is and then when our kids grow up and they don't want to listen to us anymore because now they have the power to stand on their own, and then we as parents start to think, where did we go wrong? The only way, if we think we are going wrong, we are actually not going wrong. It's nobody's fault. These laws of the universe were kept hidden for many, many years. This way of thinking was kept a secret for many, many years. It's just in the last 100 years that this information has been coming out. And we could be wise to at least try it before we reject it, right? Okay, so in the book Think and Grow Rich, it says, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Not many people believe this, but the ones who do prove it to themselves, and I'm one of them. I can assure you that. Why don't you prove it to yourself now? Just build the image of prosperity on the screen of your mind and watch what happens. Remember, though, regardless of how tough things get, you must continue to hold the picture of personal prosperity. You will very likely run up against a series of circumstances that will, for a time, almost have you convinced you're actually going backwards. But persistence is the key. Continue to hold the picture of personal prosperity and understand that what is happening to you, what must happen to prepare you to receive the good that you desire. Now, here I'd just like to add something to make it easy for everybody to understand. And if you're from the Indian background, you will understand it better because we are told that there are three gods: Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. In Hinduism, we are told that. That just represents creation, sustenance, destruction. Before something new comes up in your life, before anything new is created for you, the old has to go. And when the old is going, it's getting destroyed. A lot of times people panic. What's happening? We don't understand because we have been so conditioned we should not fail. We should not, fail. The only time you fail on this journey is when you quit. Failure is part of success. It's the other side of success. Let's put it that way. And everyone will experience some kind of drawback in their lives. All of us are humans. The fact that we got a human life just means that we will have to go through life with these experiences that are going to help us grow in awareness of our own power as a human being. You know, this knowledge was there some 6,000 years ago. Somehow or the other, it got declined, and there's been like a lot of people say we are living in these times now of Kal Yug in Hinduism, we say that. But I'll tell you one thing, even that there's a good in that. We were meant to go down in the dark ages because we are about to quantum leap into another world. All of us, it's called the fifth dimension. It's time. And if you haven't started studying yourself and how your mind works, it's time because you are the creator, the co creator of your own reality. And if you want to create a great reality, you want to know how your mind works. Okay, so let me see. Mhm. Now, here, you will very likely run up against a series of circumstances that will, for a time, almost have you convinced that you're actually going backwards. But persistence is the key. Continue to hold the picture of personal prosperity and understand that what is happening to you is what must happen to prepare you to receive the good you desire. Did I just read that? I'm not sure. Okay, that's exactly what I said. There will be a destruction before something new is created in your life. And when that destruction happens, people get scared, people quit, people give up. You know the person who invented the incandescent light? There was no light before. We were all living with candles. And before that, there was nothing. See, human beings had to develop things for his own welfare and benefit. And we are designed like that to want better in life. Everyone is. The only difference is not everyone wants the same things. Not everyone thought of having light in the world. Now, Thomas Edison wanted to create the bulb. Do you know how many times he failed? 1,000 times. Some people say 10,000 times. I think it's 1,000 times. Today, think if you're trying something and it's not working, will you go past 5 times? Most people don't. But if you do, I feel God tests us, our perseverance. How dedicated are we to our faith? You know, this is called faith. Faith Believe in yourself, faith in God, that if I am holding on to that picture, God will manifest it for me. Will not manifest it for me, will help me attract it and manifest it. You have the power. Every single human being has that power, and that's